Hello family, how you doing? This is Aislee here with Hustle Dads and Family Legacy Club, coming to you with a new platform alert today. And that platform is none other than roasted beef or roast beef. All right. And so we're going to dive into this very quickly here. And we're excited. This just came out today. We're going to figure out, is this legit scam or what? But before we do that, let's go over some house rules real quick. Guys, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not your financial advisor. All right. This is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. You have to assess rather your own risk level. Do not put in more than what you can afford in any of these projects. All right. And so you have to do your own due diligence. I'm just a dad out here in the metaverse on YouTube and social media here, documenting my journey and showing you guys how I grow my crypto. But not only that, assets and how we get our hustle on here at Hustle Dads and Family Legacy Club so that we can build a legacy and build wealth. So with that being the case, be careful, be safe out here, and make sure that you follow along in our journey here by liking and subscribing to and sharing this video, this page. All right. Also, you want to be notified anytime we release something new. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well. All right. So let's jump into it, family. All right. So we're going to talk about roast beef here today. And what I want to do next here, let's go ahead and just go ahead and connect our wallet. All right. So you have to have Metamask in order to connect the wallet here, folks. And we're going to click on the wallet to connect to our Metamask wallet. So you make sure you have Metamask extension on your browser, Chrome browser, on your computer to do so. All right, family. So let's dive into roast beef here. And so a couple of things I want to show you. This actually just launched earlier today. So if you're watching this video right now, this is something, if you want to jump in early, now is the time. And so I'm going to have my referral link, of course, down there at the bottom. You can join and again, assess your own risk. Only put in what you can afford to lose. But we'll go over that here very soon here. What I wanted to show you is that this contract is already up to 1,500 BNB. All right. So if you watched my baked beans video earlier, baked beans is at 32,000 BNB. All right. I'm not sure how long it took baked beans to get to 1,500, but I know in the first day, I'm pretty sure it wasn't the first day. So I actually put in about 0.5 BNB starting this out. And so you'll see that spreadsheet here. Also, the beef I got with that was 158 beef, and since that time I've actually generated some rewards. I'm not going to these rewards re-roast these right now on this video. I'm gonna re-roast tomorrow. Since I started this today, I can re-roast and just start my compounding a little early. But I'll start compounding and doing all that tomorrow, and I'll re-roast about once or twice a day. But this tomorrow, this should be roughly at 0.05. And the reason it should be at 0.05 is because this right here is doing 10% daily. The BNB rewards pool is 10%. Right? So 10% of my 0.5 will be 0.05. That is crazy. All right, that is crazy. So we're going to see. We're going to see if this thing pays out 10%. It says between 7 and 10%, and we're going to go over that here shortly when we look at this white paper. All right. So again, this is a baked beans fork. One thing that I've noticed here that's different is you earn 13% of the BNB used to roast beef from anyone who uses your referral link. That is different than baked beans. Baked beans give you 12% of the 3% development fee right here. That's very different. So we're going to discuss that in details, the difference in that, because 12% of 3%, and you're talking about 13% of the B&B someone starts with, huge. So the referrals on this, if they pay, that's what they pay on referrals of this, is going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy, crazy. All right. So anyway, let's dive a little further, a little deeper into this. All right. So now let's go and check out the white paper here. All right, fam. So you click on the white paper here for roast beef miner. It says here, innovative DeFi on Binance Smart Chain, up to 10% daily return and 13% referral bonus, fully verified and audited contract. All right, verified and audited. We're going to check that out. All right, which is key, which is good, which makes this look much better than the Lucky Cat platform that we reviewed earlier today on our channel. What is the price of beef? Beef do not have a set price. Higher TVL, total volume locked, is TVL family. More beef per BNB, lower TVL, less beef. All right. This creates level playing field, so no user can be late. There's no calculator available to work this out. There's no calculator to work it out, but that's why we use some spreadsheets, and we do have some calculators that we use to kind of give ourselves a little bit of estimates so that we can kind of predict what we look like, or kind of make some predictions or estimates so that we can plan accordingly. All right, what will be my daily percentage be? Daily percentage is up to 10%. So it's up to 10%. Average daily return is 7 to 10%. Just depends on how you re-roast. We're familiar with that in deposit. Whether you're going to be eating a lot, it's going to take it down. What are my rewards? Why are my rewards not growing? Eating habits affect your rewards. We know that. You're eating too much, your daily percentage drops. If you only started with a small deposit, it would take time to display on the DApp. So small deposits, like I have a small deposit on another platform, on Lucky Cats, and it takes a while. I only actually started one of those things with $20. This one here, you're going to see, I'll pull out my spreadsheet, but the 0.5 BNB was $200, a little bit over $200 with this one. So I felt a little bit more comfortable with this, and went with it to test it out and see what happens, especially since I got in on the first day. Only goes to 3 decimal places. So that was just telling you that you're not going to see your rewards if you have a small amount of money accumulating fast, because it only goes out 3 decimal places. Also, TVL daily increase can cause lower daily percentage. What happens if I always eat? We already talked about this, anti-whale mechanism, preventing a whale from draining the TVL. A whale is someone who comes in here with a lot of money up front, and the percentage will drop. You will not receive highest daily returns if you're always eating. Is re-roasting more often better, 2 or 3 times a day? Yes. Re-roasting is the same as compounding, so essentially, yes. You will need to pay standard gas fees for every re-roast. Gas fees is relatively cheap, so it's not really a big deal. But the more you re-roast, compound, the faster you can kind of build and generate this thing. What are beef? Beef are the miners that are hired with BNB and work to get your rewards. This is just a term we decide to use. Crypto OGs will know beef as BNB. So beef, in baked beans, they call it beans. So you got beans in there, you got beef in here. Same thing. This is a baked beans fork, which, to be honest with you, they say baked beans is a fork of something else. So there's nothing new under the sun, guys. When you see a lot of stuff, it's things that have been either brought back or created in a different format. A lot of the stuff you see in smart contracts are things that people did under different type of platforms before smart contracts and made it happen. It's just like, when new technology, you go from an analog to digital, right? And so now it's the same thing. If you had something that was done in an analog format, now it can be done in a digital format. It's just, can get better, and technology tends to make things a little bit more efficient. How come my referrals aren't showing up? Where are they? Your referrals show up in my rewards section of the miner DApp. Referrals are 13% of the deposit. That's very different than baked beans. 12% of the 3%. What I'm talking about is not the difference in 12% and 13%. The difference is the 12% of 3% versus 13% of the deposit. All right. So like if someone deposited, let's say $200 in this platform, it's $1,000, make it easy. That means, you can get $130, 13% of that as the deposit, as opposed to the 12% of 3%. That is, if someone deposited $1,000, 3% of that is $30, right? And then you would get 12% of $30. And 12% of $30 is roughly, $3.06, something to that nature. All right. And versus you can get $130 off of this referral. $30, $3. That's huge. Now, some people are going to say, well, where's that 13% coming from? Well, where's the 10% coming from? All right. Apparently the miners, are mining and you're getting a certain return. And so, it's same to me, the same question. Where is any of it coming from? Yes, the 12% of the 3%, that's already going to be coming out of your money. So this 13% is not necessarily coming out of your money. It's coming out of the whole mining process. I'm not going to get so wrapped up in it. Is it going to be sustainable? We're going to see. All right. 1 BNB deposit equals 0.13 BNB. So I was just saying, 0.13 BNB, 13%. So for every 1 BNB deposit from your referrals, that's nice. That's significant. What are the fees? There's 3% dev fee taken upon all deposits and withdrawal from roast beef miner. Standard BSC network gas fees are required for every transaction. That's standard. Do beef amounts decrease when you eat? No, the beef amount will not change. If you make a new, so basically in the spreadsheet here, I'll show you that. But, if you eat, you don't get new beef, nor does the beef go down. But every time you re-roast, which is compounding, you build up more beef so that your money increases. Is this sustainable? They say yes, as long as there is TVL in the contract. We know that. If there's money in the contract, keep going. If everyone drains all the money, then it won't. It will last a long time the higher the TVL is. What's the best strategy? This is common. Re-roast 6 days, eat 1. That is different. That's not re-roast 6 times, eat 1 time. Re-roast 6 days. You can re-roast many times you want in a day. It will compound your reinvestment. You receive your initial back in 3 to 5 weeks. That's what I said about this one here. Basically in 4 weeks, if you eat 1 day, re-roast 6 days, basically in that 4th week, between 3 and 5 weeks, you're going to get a return on your money. If you refer a lot of people, you're going to get your return much quicker than that. So this has a lot of potential. This is one of the programs you will want to share with people if you are a builder or referrer, person that likes to refer people. What prevents the dev from rug pull? The contract is immutable and fully audited by Hayes Security. Have to check that out. That's reassuring though if that's the case about the audited. We know what immutable is because that's what roast beef is. Therefore, it cannot be changed, altered in any shape or form. It is audited and verified. You can view this on bscscan.com and the audit is found on the website. So we'll have to look that up and do that in another video. The 6-in-1 strategy, I already talked about that. All right, it's just compounding faster. Is it too late to invest? They're going to say no. The contract is written to provide optimal entry for all users. So if this is very similar or copying baked beans, then that's basically true. You can get started. Baked beans got started in November last year. I just signed up baked beans in March of this year. All right. Baked beans took a while though to take off, whereas this I think is taking off already because of things like baked beans. Can contract functions be added? No, the contract is immutable, cannot change. Contract works perfectly the way it is. No wallets can be blacklisted. No forcing people to re-roast. Nothing can be changed. So you can't force you to do stuff like re-roast. Does it have an anti-whale mechanism? The contract has a built-in anti-whale mechanism. We talked about that already. This works as follows. User 1 rerolls 6 days. Each one gets highest daily percentage in 24-hour period. User 2 does 5 to 2, gets a lower percentage. User 3 does 4 to 3, get lower percentage again. So the more you eat, the lower the percentage you get. The people that don't eat as much get a higher percentage. This happens all the way until the user who eats continually rewards will drop to 0.5 in 24 hours. That's not bad, 0.5, but I'm just saying, why get 0.5 when you can get 10%, and just eat once a week, and you'll actually get more money that than if you ate every day and got 0.5%. 0.5% times 7 is 3.5% for the week. So this is to prevent one user draining the TVL, creating sustainability. What's the minimum deposit? None. Is there rewards in my rewards section and you make a new deposit? Both the new rewards, the new deposit and rewards are transferred into beef. What is the minimum re-roast? There's no minimum re-roast requirements. You just got to be aware of your gas fees. What is the roadmap long term? This is really cool here, that they have somewhat a roadmap. Of course, none of these new forks platforms have the depth that Baked Beans has as far as the information on their website and their roadmap. But it's interesting to see, that these contracts here, like a cheap knockoff version. All right. Cheap knockoff version. What's the roadmap long term here? Roast beef aims to become the largest DApp on the finance smart chain. Okay. Roast beef is integrated with large swaps such as Pancake Swap in the near future. Will be. Roast beef will have a plan for releasing token and airdrops to early investors of roast beef miner. So, as you know, Baked Beans has a token that they release. So I see they're kind of following on the path. Hopefully they start getting some more things loaded up. Like this white paper is a good start. Baked Beans had not only a white paper, but before that a light paper. Just a little more organized and thought out with Baked Beans. So we're going to see how much more development they do. I believe I'm already in their chat on Telegram, so I will be monitoring that and letting you guys know what's going on with roast beef. Last year, they do not guarantee 10% a day, as it's up to 10%. Roast beef miner is legal in certain countries, so if you're out there in different countries, just pay attention to what your rules and your laws and stuff like that is. And that is it for this portion of the video. Let's just go in and let me quickly show you my spreadsheet here, which is not much into the spreadsheet just because I just started this today. So as you can see today, I started with roughly, and I got to put a little bit more data in here, but I started with 0.5, you see right here, BNB, and that gave me 158 beef. Today's price of BNB is $4.15, so that was $207, and it was 1,117 in the contract at that point. As you can see, the contract, and I started maybe like 2 hours after it opened up. It opened up at 9 a.m. 9:30. I was in it by 11:30 or so, and when it started, within the first couple of hours, you're talking about over 1,000 BNB put into the contract at the beginning, and now it's over 1,500, and today is not over yet. So that's very interesting. We're going to see where this goes. I will be tracking this over like the rest of the platforms I'm in over the next month, and we'll give you guys updates every couple of days. All right. Well, God bless. Much success. Talk to you soon.